Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the very important data structure, that is queue. Today we have to implement the queue data structure. This is one of the most important and linear data structure in the form of an array. So the objective of our experiment is implementation of queue as an array. So there are some points we have to consider when we are implementing queue. So what is queue? Queue is a collection whose elements are added at one end and removed from the other end. It means queue is a linear data structure. It is a data structure which has two ends. One end is called rear and another end is called front. So queue works on the principle of FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. This is a concept in which the element which is added in the queue is the first element to be removed, and whenever we want to add something or some another element in the queue, we have to add that element in the end of the queue. So front and rear are two pointers in the queue. From the front end we can delete elements, while from the rear end we can insert elements in the queue. So these are the some examples of queue: an waiting line in a queue, the checkout line at a grocery store, the cars at a stoplight, and an assembly line. These are some of the examples that we can consider for the implementation of queue, or these are the scenarios in these are the real time scenarios in our life that we can see where queue is implemented. So conceptual view of a queue is like that. We can clearly see that in this example there are uh, five persons standing behind each other. So front of queue is the person who is in the starting position of the queue, while rear is the last position person of the queue. Whenever a person wants to add in this queue, he have to he has to come behind the last one element. Like this is the position where another element is added in the queue. Conceptual view is like this: whenever an element want to remove, whenever person want to leave the queue, the person must be or should be the first person who will leave the queue. So front and rear are these two pointers. This pointer behaves like the rear pointer, while this pointer behaves like the front pointer. So what we have to do in this program, we have to implement certain operations on queue. The operations we can discuss further. First of all, we can see that what are the application or uses of queue in computing for any kind of problem so involving FIFO data. FIFO means first in first out data. Whenever we want any type of calculation of data first in first out order, we can use the data structure queue. Printer queue, it means when you want to print something, we can say when you want to print a file of 50 pages, then then all the pages of the printing file should be in a queue. Keyboard input buffer, GUI in event queue, and to encode messages. These are some of the applications of queue. Now what we have to do, we can see three operations that we have to perform in queue. First is the insertion operation, add an element to the rear of the queue. Okay, so rear and front are two pointers. I already said to you that front is the pointer from where elements are removed from the queue, while rear is a pointer from where elements are added to the queue. So we have to perform insertion, deletion, and display. These three operations are implemented in our this experiment. This is called queue implementation. This experiment is called queue implementation, and it is the implementation of queue in the form of array. It means it is the static representation or static implementation of queue. Here we can see the code. Okay, so for code, we can see this Turbo C program. The implementation of queue is done in C++ language. Okay, so we can see in this program that we declare three functions: insert, delete, and display. Okay, this is the actually declaration of a function. Whenever we declare a function, whenever we declare a function, we can terminate the function by writing its syntax. We declare here q equals to 10, and front and rear are two pointers in the q, and we assign value -1 to both of the pointers. That is because why I assign -1 to front and rear. The reason is that the queue is implemented in the form of array, and the starting index of array is 0, starts from 0. That means front and rear equals to -1 represents that there is no element in the queue. Then after that main function is started, we declare here certain variables minimum, certain variables, for example int I choice item. Item is the element that we want to insert in the queue. Choice, we can use choice variable is used in the switch case, and I is a variable. So what is the purpose of switch case? This whole code after while one, there is a switch case. So whenever we want to select one option from multiple options, we use the switch case. While one is a condition that is always true, infinite loop takes place by using this condition, and we write here choose one. In one option we write insertion, in second option we write deletion, third and display, and four for exit. Four for option is for exit. In case 1, we enter the item and scan item. Okay. Printf and scanf are two library functions in C. Printf used for printing something, that is in inverted commas, while scanf is used to reading or scanning any value. Okay. So in case 1, what we are doing, we have to insert an element, so we are scanning that element in the queue. In case 2, we are deleting, so there is no need to scan element in deletion operation, so we can't use scanf in this operation. We simply write deleted item is %d, whatever item is deleted, and that comes in this deletion function and assigned to this statement. Okay. Third case is of display. In display function, elements of queue are displayed. Okay. Fourth one is the exit. Exit function is used whenever we want to quit from the program. As we can see that while one is a infinite loop, while one is a condition of infinite loop, so whenever we want to quit the program, we use the function, we use the case 4. In the first function, what we have to do, first of all, we have to check the condition of overflow, and the condition of overflow represents that there is no more space in the data structure to insert an element. So in the starting of the program, we declared that q equals to 10. We declared the size of the queue into q equals to 10. So the last position of the queue will be 9. So if real equals to 9, we simply write printf q is overflow and exit from the program or return from the program. Else we have to check other conditions, like if front is less than 0, it means if front equals to -1, what we have to do, we have to first update both the pointers front and rear, and after that, after the updation of front and rear, we can insert an element item in the queue, in the rear of the queue. While in another else part, we just increment rear pointer, because when there is no element in the queue, both pointers are updated front and rear. While there is a single element in queue, only rear pointer is updated. And this q rear equals to item is a statement that represents that item is inserted in the queue, or item is inserted as a rear element of the queue. Okay. So in deletion, again another function in deletion. Linked deletion means this function is used to return a value, and value should be integer type value. So in this function, what we have to do, first of all, we have to check the condition of underflow. And underflow condition is that whenever our data structure, maybe data structure is stack or queue or any other data structure, is empty, and we want to delete something from that data structure, then this condition is called underflow. So front is less than 0 is the condition that represents underflow condition. If front is less than 0, then we can simply return 0 value from this function or from this if loop. and this if loop returns actually the value from this function also. Okay, another condition is that else if front equals to rear, it means front equals to rear condition represents that there is a single element in the queue, and if we want to delete that element from the queue, then front and rear both pointers again becomes to -1. It means when front equals to rear, we have to store the value of the front value of the queue in a variable x that I declared in the starting of the deletion function, and reset front and rear to -1 minus position, because front equals to rear in this case represents a single value in the queue, and whenever this element or whenever this value is deleted from the queue, the both the pointers again points to their -1 position. Last condition is that there are more than one element in the queue and we want to delete a element from the front side, so we just store that value in a variable x, and increment of front pointer is done, and we again return this value to the function whenever the function is calling. From there this function, the insert deletion is calling, the value is returned to that function. Okay, last function is of display. So in display function, uh, we have to start a loop from front to rear. Okay, because front is the starting element of the queue while rear is the last element of the queue, so we start our loop from front to rear. So I equals to front, I less than equals to rear, or I plus plus. This condition is necessary for printing the elements or for displaying the elements of a queue, and we are displaying the elements. Q of I represents positional elements. When I equals to 0, the zeroth position of element, zeroth position of Q represents the elements. When Q I equals to 1, first position element of queue is displayed. Okay, so on this procedure is going on. So this is the overall code of our program. Now we are executing our code, so we can see that we have zero errors in this code. We compile it and get zero errors. Now we run it. Okay, so for running the program we can see that the output is in the form. For 1 we insert, so we write press 1 and enter. uh, so now the control demands for the input. Okay, so 34 is, maybe 34 is the input. Again we enter another element 56. Now we want to display both the elements. So for displaying, uh, we have option 3 here, so we write 3. Okay, so we displayed as 34 is the first element and 56 is the next element. So the elements of Q are displayed in the form 34, 56. Okay, now if we want to delete something, we have to press 2. Okay, so deleted item is 34 because 34 is the first element in the queue, and in the deletion of queue, the element from the first position or front position is deleted. So 34 is the element to be deleted. And now we are using 4 to exit this code. So this is our program of queue implementation. Okay, now we can meet in another. Now we'll meet in another practical. Okay, thanks.